Okay, this is Seawing Silkwing Deku. I decided on Seawings and Silkwings for him because they seem to fit his personality better than most of the other dragon tribes. And I thought that they would, and these dragons are the ones with colors of green and blues. Well, the Silkwings can be any color except black, which is something I added in here, but more on that later. I had trouble with figuring out how long the antennas were supposed to be in one of the earlier designs, but I think I lengthened them enough here to make them look good. Not make them look like whips. His spines were a little tough too, because Deku has like wavy hair, and that was hard to translate into dragon form. So instead I just gave him like oval shaped, rounded tipped one. Spines, because it seemed to fit more. It was better than giving him jagged things. And every time when I think of Deku, I think of this very round, soft, but very intelligent child. I mean, he literally has books on almost every hero that he has made himself. I also had a problem with the line art, and trying to figure out how to do paws in a new way. If you've seen some of my older drawings, you see that when it comes to hands and paws, I am not exactly the best at it. It's a little tough for me. But I tried to go for a simpler design, like many of the other artists say. And I believe it was simpler. Very simple. Now, I wonder if this will be easier to animate, if I ever do make an animation about this. Another thing about Seawings is their extremely powerful tail. This I also had a problem with, because Silkwings have very thin tails. But this would be mostly a Seawing when it comes to the tail. The glowing scale patterns were another thing that I had a little trouble with, because I was trying to figure out something that was simple, but didn't make him look like he was too overdone. The color scheme was hard to figure out as well. I had to take colors from Deku's main design, including with his hero costume on, because I felt that it would be a lot better considering the two tribes that I used for him. Also, the glowing scales I made a little like bluish, grayish blue color, because when you think of something glowing, you don't really think of like deep solid colors like his scales would be. So I decided to go for a light bluish green color that would help easily. Oh, sorry. I was just watching the recording myself. I'm watching it while I'm narrating. But yeah, even the horns were a bit tough because I really couldn't figure out a good color without adding more detail in the color scheme. I literally just wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Yep. Another thing is that his eyes were also difficult because they seem to change, depending on whether he's using his quirk or not. It would seem like he's more, usually it's dark green, but when he uses his quirk, it goes into like this glowing neon green, which is a bit difficult to catch. So I tried to use a simpler green, which does help in the long run, because it kind of fits his character, considering that he is very intelligent. I also gave him a collar, a pack collar, where he can store his books and his pencils and any other writing utensils, so that this fits his very analytical part of his personality. And yes, he would live in the Sea Kingdom with his mother, who I would make a pure Seawing. Another thing is that Deku is very kind and generous, but that can also be his downfall in many cases. I try to reflect that in his rounded features, that he is very, very kind, cute and smart, but he has problems with actually staying focused without trying to study everyone around him. Okay, well, that's Wings of Fire, Seawing, Silkwing, Deku. I thank you for watching, and if you think I deserved it, a like would be appreciated.